against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Now we race against the sun. Ooh.
but I just gotta know one thing. Are you ready? No! I said, are you ready? Are you ready? I said, are you
Welcome, one and all, to Week 11 here in Season 8 of the SSBL Chicken Sandwich, coming back at you once again. And we're starting Week 11 off with the Skulls of Rock against the Unicorns. Unicorns one went away from punching their ticket into the postseason, and Valet Renault starts things off with a strikeout. Kawashi calling for the Skulls' death. Galileo Cat up to the plate. Up the middle he goes. A one-out single for Galileo. Whoops. Let's see if I can update our stats. Not break everything in the meantime. That's too short. Tygo will go to second for one. Odor gets the Dragon Special. Brock Yellow, not as fast as he once was, can't beat out the double play, and the Unicorns take up the bats here. Van Dam Ham on the mound, with a large task in front of him. Hello, Squared. Here is Breezy Bree at the plate. She's at an account 3-1. This one into right center. Tracking that one is Vern Knight Jr. He'll make the snag for out number 2, and that will bring up King Kush. Oh, this is a lot. Foul territory. No one's going to track that one down, it looks. Kipshaw with a diving stop, covers in time. Van Dam Ham, a 1-2-3 inning, and we go to the top of the second. 0 still up on the board. And it's Kipshaw to lead things off. Back to the Skulls after a couple of seasons with the Walkers, post the title in Season 5, and came back home to roost to finish off his career. Starting these last few games, probably of his career. Full count now against Valet Renault, and he will draw a walk. So a runner aboard for the Skulls. Here is Alicia Kim. Alicia Kim hitting .327 on the season. We don't have last week's stats in here, so These are current as of week 9. 16 for 49 on the season, 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, and she gets rung up there. Another strikeout for Renault, her second of the game. Bringing up Vern Knight Jr. Dribbler too short. Tank Tygo backhands it, and go the Dragon Special! What a play! Tank Tygo flips it behind his back, and then Odor gets it to Porterhouse for a nice Dragon Special to send us bottom 2. Grounded to short, Chippy Hitchcocks. Easy play for her, 1 away. Somebody clip that one. That one was a nice one. 2 straight innings with a Dragon Special for the Skulls. Offensively, I should add. 3-1 now to Big Tuna Tygo, a nominee for the All-Star game in the Epic Conference. But he dribbles this one to third. Flip Hecker, the throw in time for out number 2. And that will bring up Woody Walker. 2-0. That one's hit hard, but foul. Just misses the line in right. This one grounded to Hecker once again. The throw in time. Route number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for BVDH. Top third, we're going 7-8-9 for the Skulls of Rock. Renault locked in, 2 innings, 2 base runners allowed, 2 strikeouts. Locked in at 24 pitches, 25 now. That's a single up the middle, so a leadoff runner aboard once again for the Skulls. They've had a runner aboard in all 3 innings, but have lost them as quickly as they have gotten them. Kevin Mannequin to the plate. And once again, Monroe to Tygo, to Porterhouse, a third Dragon Special turned defensively by the Corns. And Porterhouse with a nice diving stop, flips it to Renault in time for out number 3, and we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Still zeros up on the board, bottom of the order, do it for the Corns. A total of 4 double plays turned so far in this one. 3 by the Unicorns, 1 by the Skulls. Actually, no, that's not right. Wasn't one turned by the Skulls. I'm imagining things. 2-2 the count to Haggy Porterhouse. Grounded to Shaw. In time for out number 1. Mojo up for Van Damham. And here is an MVP candidate in the Epic Conference, Moo Shaw. 18 for 34 on the season, a .529 average, 4 home runs, 12 RBIs, an 8-to-8 strikeout to walk ratio. Fouls off a couple, of 2-2 count here. This one is through the right side, and Moo Shaw is aboard, the first hit of the day for the Unicorns. That's why a Dragon Special wasn't possible earlier. They hadn't had anyone on base. Odor, monster shot there, but well foul. Takes the next couple of pitches, 2-1. Fouled back, 2-2 now. Swing and a miss. Van Damham with his first strikeout of the day. Back to the top of the order for the Unicorns, Aaron Tobster. Two and 1 the count. 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Count is full. Runner will go. That one is inside. Ball 4. A walk is drawn by Tobster to continue the inning now for Breezy Bree. Walk and hit issued by Van Damham in this inning. Swing and miss there. 1-2 the count to Bree. Fouls it back, staying alive. Oh, just missed the top of the zone there. Gutsy take. Oh, and the changeup just misses, and the count is full once again. Bree spoils the next pitch. And another. Still 3-2, 2-on, 2-out. Dribbler to first. Shaw up and steps on the bag for out number 3. To the top of the 4th we go. Still 0-0 here. Only 3 hits combined in this game. And it's the top of the order. Do it for the Skulls. Benjamin Botley on the year. An overlooked 20 for 56. A 357 average. A home run, 5 RBIs. Has struck out 12 times to only drawing 3 walks. Has a 2-2 count here from Renault. Fouls that one back, trying to get this pitch count a bit higher on Renault, but swings through that one. She records her 2nd K of the game. Here's one of the 2 hits tonight for the Skulls and Galileo Cat. And he will get another one, another single, this one down the left side. Rolled down the 3rd base line. Let's see if I can read off some of Renault's stats this year. 21 2/3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs for a 1.66 ERA. 11 hits, 3 walks for a .646 whip. 21 strikeouts to 3 walks, 1 home run given up this season. An absolutely nasty pitcher. And she strikes out another one, her 3rd of the game. 2 away now for the Skulls, and here is Kip Shaw. First pitch being grounded to Tygo. Easy play for him. 4 out number 3. The side is retired, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Kush, flip-flop, and Big Tuna Tygo do up for the Corns. Looking to get the offense kick-started here, King Kush. It's that one foul. Kush 11 for 45 this year, 244 average. Bit lower for the big guy after a season last year, and he gets rung up there. The 3rd strikeout now for Van Damham. 2nd, I've been keeping tally on the wrong side, I guess. But thought 2-1 the count. And that will be a walk for Flip-Flop. No, Bree, no. Flip-Flop, yes, I was right the first time. Puts a runner aboard. Two and one the count. 3-1. Slow roller to short. Hitchcock's only play is to first for 1. So for out number 2, runner does advance into scoring position now for Woody Walker. That one's fouled back. 1-1 the count. And this one is a shot into left. Woody Walker puts the Unicorns on the board. An absolute monster shot, 449 into left field. And the Unicorns strike first. I believe that is Woody Walker's first home run of the season, actually. So the old veteran finally getting one to go over the wall. And that's a strikeout for Van Damham to end the inning on a positive note, but 2 runs for the Unicorns as we go to the top of the 5th. No, Woody Walker had one against the Sparrows. So that's his second home run of the season. I have my notes from Super Saturday right next to my chair here. Full count to Alicia Kim. And Kim up the middle. Odor can't quite snag it. And it'll be a leadoff single for the Skulls. They've had a runner aboard every inning, but have not been able to convert. Horns looking for another Dragon special. They've had 3 so far this game. Swinging this there from Verd Knight Jr. Fouled off, 0-2. This one flared. Haggy Porterhouse. Oh, he can't get the tag off. That would have been the 4th. But Kim just able to slide under the tag. Here comes Flip Hecker. More than capable of tying things up, but pops it into center. Tobster tracking it and making the catch for round number 2. No Dragon special in this inning. And here comes Kevin Manikin. Inside. 1-1 to Manikin. 0 for 1 today. Fouls that one off. And oh, Tuna Tygo with a diving stop in time. A fantastic play by Tygo to end the inning, taking a base hit away from Manikin. One of the reasons why he is a All-Star Game nominee. He has been huge at shortstop for the Unicorns this year. Bottom of the 5th we go. Ham on the mound again. 82 pitches here starting the 5th. Starting to labor a bit over the last inning or so. And will issue a leadoff walk to Musha. And that will do it for Ham. In comes Shuttlesworth. Swing was there. 1-2 the count to Odor. Popped up. Just gets out of the infield for Benjamin Botley for number 1. This one, oh, hit and run. Oh, doesn't come back to bite him. Musha able to get back in time. Off the line shot that Botley caught with the hit and run being on. Up the middle. Hit Sox. Oh, she flips it to second. And the runner is safe. I don't know if Hitchcock's arm wasn't strong enough to try and throw it to first with the speed that Bree does have. And so 2 aboard now. An RBI man activated for King Kush. And that's up the middle, and that's under the glove of Botley, and that will score a run. RBI single, King Kush now 3-0 lead for the Unicorns. Of a bizarre couple of plays there. Two now to Trey Flott. And that one will be foul. Slider misses outside. That one is foul as well. And this one's up the middle. That will score at least one more. Runner headed for third. Knight Jr. isn't up with it yet, and that will score 2. It's going to be an RBI double for Flip-Flop. 2 runs, 5-0 now, Unicorns. They're starting to get the swing of things here, looking to clinch the playoff bid. And that's a shot into the gap. Tank Tygo will score another one as it hits off the base of the wall. RBI double for him. 6-0 Unicorns.
The designated hitter, number 4. Out inside.
Another one into the gap, but tracking that one is Cat, but he can't get it to it in time. And that's going to be another one across for the Corns here. Walker with an RBI single.
Number 12. Ball outside.
Shuttlesworth rattled. 5 hits, 4 earned runs in 2/3 of an inning. That's up the middle. Benjamin Botley able to snag it and finally recording the final out here. But not before 5 runs for the Unicorns, making it 7-0.
The shortstop, number 26.
Unicorns now just 12 outs away from punching their ticket to the postseason. And that's another strikeout for Renault. She's up to 5 here.
Second baseman, number 21.
What would that take the Unicorns' magic number 4, the division, down to? A tough dive by Odor knocks it down, but that one gets by him. Botley aboard.
The left fielder, number
So, 12 and 4 would be 16. Flip-flop with a nice snag there. So it take Unicorns' magic number for the division down to 1. So a win for them or a loss by the Wildcats gives the Unicorns the Epic Galaxy title, even if this game holds. 2-1 now to Brock Yellow. That one's foul. Grounded to short. Tank Tygo. No, Tuna Tygo, sorry. We'll see Tank Tygo next game. And that will do it for the top of 6. Bottom half we go. 8-9-1. Do up for the Unicorns, leading 7-0.
the catcher, number 23.
Shuttleworth back on the mound, tense after giving up 4 earned. Not doing very well in relief, and otherwise what has been a decent season for him apart from this one.
The second baseman, number 13.
Shuttlesworth coming into here had 8 earned runs through 23 in the third, only a 3.09 ERA. A 1.372 whip, as that's a deep fly ball. Does it have enough? Not enough, as it's off the wall. Deep center field here in Shaka. But that will be a 1-out triple for the veteran Jose Odor.
Now pitching,
And that will do it for Shuttlesworth. They've seen enough in comes Sydney Weber. That one's into right, deep enough for the runner to tag. Topster with an RBI on the fielder's short, or on the sacrifice fly.
number 7.
Porterhouse, the only Unicorn to not record a hit so far in this one. Well, neither has Topster, but he has the RBI. And Bree connects with that one. Her second single of the game.
Now batting, the right
I'll say Porterhouse, the only one not to record anything noteworthy on my pad here. Two and two, the count to King Kush. Foul. Grounded to Botley in time for out number 3. Another run for the Unicorns. 8-0 going to the top of the 7th.
Now batting the first baseman, number 32.
Another strikeout for Renault, her 6th.
The designated hitter, number 7.
Pretty strong day for her. 6 base runners allowed through 6 1/3, 6 strikeouts. And locked in for the duration pretty much. Popped up into left, and that's going to be caught by Bree. For out number 2, Vern Knight Jr. to the plate.
Number 21.
0 for 2 so far. To Porterhouse, and he'll step on the bag for out number 3, a 1-2-3 inning for Renault. And we'll head to the home half of the 7th. Time to stretch. If you have not already, be sure to join our Discord. And stay tuned for the conclusion of the Season 8 regular season. As we only have the rest of this week, Week 12 and Week 13 left before we start postseason play.
Now batting the shortstop, number 19.
Flip-flop with a base hit to start things off.
Inside. No, inside.
And this one's a deep shot into left. That won't clear the wall, but it will bounce off the wall. And it's going to be another RBI double for Tuna Tygo.
The designated hitter, number 4.
Too many Tygos in this league. We'll see all of them tonight. Actually, we'll see Big Tuna here in this one, Tina in Game 4, and Tank and the Lumberjacks here in Game 2. And we won't see is Natalie. She is old and in the minors for the Halos.
Now batting the first baseman, number
Who got eliminated. So Tuna on second now for Aggie Porterhouse. 0 for 3 and tenths. And that's not going to improve anything as Botley gets that to Shaw in time.
now batting the catcher, number 23.
And that's a rip into the gap. And who else other than Moo Shaw? RBI double for her. And the Unicorns have broken the double digits.
Number 13.
Double digits. You off. And hey, it's already at 10. And make it 11. No! An outfield assist by Vern Knight Jr. gunning the run at home. Taking an RBI away from Odor. But 10-0 going to the top of the 8th. Who's perfect? Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Renault.
The catcher, number 21.
Valet Renault on fire. Perfect apart from getting thrown out at home, I guess. And to make it 8 strikeouts back to back here.
The shortstop, number 26.
And uh-oh. But he stays with it for round number 3. Unicorns have scored in 4 straight innings. Will they make it 5 here with a 10-0 lead going into the bottom of the 8th? Top of the order 2 up.
Now pitching, number
That does it for Weber. In comes Moon. Foul. 1 and 2. And he gets rung up there.
now batting.
That's 6 strikeouts tonight for Skulls pitching staff. Easy Bree, 2 for 4 today, both singles. And make it a that could be, nope, it's a third. Third single.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 68.
Starter short, hit Sox with the backhand. Can't turn 2. I'll still never understand. She has an okay arm. I'll understand that play earlier, not that it comes back to haunt the Skulls in any way. Go to flip-flop. In the dirt. Two, and that's to Hecker for out number 3. And the game will come to a close here in the top of the 9th. Just 3 more outs for the Unicorns to set their date with the postseason. And can Renault finish off the complete game shutout? I think 5 hits given up by Renault. 2 of them to Cat, Hecker, Botley, Kim. That's out number 1. Here is the aforementioned Galloway O'Cat. Will not be a Maddox, as here is pitch number 100. 3-1 to Cat. And he will get his 3rd base hit of the game. And here is Brock Yellow, not putting together a stellar final hurrah, starting these last few games for the Skulls. And that one is going to get tracked down by King Kush for round number 2. And here's the other old man, Kip Shaw. And Renault's not going to get the chance for the last out. Longshanks will do it. And that will do it. Unicorns are going dancing with a 10-0 win over the Skulls of Rock. Six hits, no runs, 14 hits, 10 runs. That Unicorns offense finally exploded in those middle innings. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14. Hey, I have all the hits for the Unicorns. Look at me. Multi-hit game for Galileo Cat. Had half the hits for the Skulls. 9 strikeouts for them today, but no one with a sombrero. Breezy Breathe, multi-hit, 3 hits, and then multi-hit games for just about everyone else. Porterhouse and Tobster not getting the board, though, with hits. Tobster did draw a walk. 6 strikeouts offensively for the Unicorns. And Van Dam Hand gets a loss, 3 earned through 4. Shuttlesworth gets rocked with 5 through 1 1/3. Weber with 2 and an inning and 2/3. And then Moon fairly clean in the last inning. Renault gets the win. Just misses the complete game shutout. Longshanks with the final out. MVP is the aforementioned Valet Renault, followed by Woody Walker and Trey Flip-Flop. Don't go anywhere. Game number 2, Lumberjacks and Walkers coming up right after this. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch. I'm just gonna turn off the music, and I'm gonna let you. No, that's not the right one, and that's not the right one. I'm clicking all the wrong buttons here. DDC or no homies, give me a thumbs up or an A-OK. Let's go. Something in the chat. Make sure I've got this all right. Gonzalez in left, Destroyer in center, Bartko in right. Callan's playing third base with Tygo behind the plate. Fat puss. What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Hip. Let's get weird. It's gonna get a little weird. It's gonna get a little wild. Oh, and it's Cecil B on the bump. And I did give Barry Good her points back. I did that before the stream. Here we go to lovely Apple Field here in the mid to late afternoon. Sun setting. Walkers coming in at 3-8. Lumberjacks at 8-4. Lumberjacks looking to expand their lead on the division, as that one's lying to lose on. They are 2.5 games up over the Vikings, the only team with a winning record in the Heroic Legends division, as Ryan T. Hill was showing bunt. Lumberjacks trying to shake off the stank of a beat-up game against the Gauchos last time around. Gauchos took out some pent-up aggression in that one. Looking to right the ship here. So 8-7, be 15. A win here would make it 16. So the Lumberjacks would also make their magic number for the division 1 with a win here. And for all intents and purposes, they really have this division. Oh, and that one's into the center field over the head of Destroyer. That might bring home a run. He dove for it, didn't come up with it. And Pierre's going to round third, head for home. And the Walkers take an early lead.
Number 34.
Well, we are indeed getting weird and wild here. Swinging this there, 2-1 the count to Severus Chernley. And Chernley puts one down into right, and that's going to get to the wall. It's going to be 2-0 Walkers.
Now back, the designated hitter, number 44.
Things getting very weird. But that one's grounded to short. Luzon will say thank you very much. And flip it to first for out number 3. But an early 2-0 lead for the Walkers. And we're about to see this weird order in action here for the Lumberjacks. Has Callan started a position other than catcher for her career apart from tonight? Because I don't remember her playing anything else but catcher. Never. Well, there you go. History being made as Speedy Gonzalez draws a walk.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 6.
So was third base her natural secondary? And Tank's first game at catcher too? Wow. I guess that goes hand in hand. But Lumberjacks with 2 aboard already here.
The catcher,
And here is the aforementioned Tank Tygo. Made it third base this offseason as insurance. Well, see if it pays off here. As the bases will be loaded with nobody out here. Will Asiago not pitching well with the lead, as he is not recording out. And here is an aptly named man in Wreck Dreams who could wreck the dreams of Mr. Asiago, who cannot find the zone. Oh, but a hot shot to whack it. Oh, but who throws it in the dirt, but it gets the out. Ah, what just happened? Okay, so... so does Dream get an RBI on a fielder's choice? Shelby Callens into the gap. That will clear the bases and give the Lumberjacks the lead.
Now batting, the right fielder, number 8.
The only thing, well, it would go down as a fielder's choice because you can't assume a double play, though, right? And even yes to what I'm saying, DDC, or what to No Hummus is saying? I don't know. That was an interesting play. And it's allowed the Lumberjacks to take the lead here. Swing and a miss. Asiago rings him up there for out number 2. And that one gets away from Elf, but no one will advance. Projects. Walkers. Up the middle, Dakota in time for round number 3, and an awkward first inning comes to an end with Lumberjacks on top 3-2. 7-8-9 due up for them, for the Walkers here. Into left, and that one's going to fall in front of Speedy. Wingspan whack it aboard.
The center fielder, number 78.
He's up Jadinklage Morgoon. Three 3-1 count. Heimerdinger, both starting pitchers, really struggling. Full count, swung on, popped up, foul territory. Easy play there for Callens, who makes the catch for out number 1.
The catcher, number 58.
Fouls that one off. 0-2 now for Elf. Oh, and Elf gets caught looking.
The second baseman, number 15.
First strikeout for Heimerdinger. That one's fouled back. That one's fouled off. 1-2 count to the top of the order, Milo Dakota. Slow roller to Callens, who goes to second, but it's off the glove of Destroyer, and everyone's safe. Goofs and gaffs galore here, and here's Ryan T. Hill with the inning extended 2-on-2 out now, behind 0-2. Oh, swing and a miss, and Hill goes down. The error does not come to pass, and it remains 3-2.
The center fielder, number
Here's the number 9 hitter, Kodiak Destroyer. We forgot to tell her with 2 outs she can go to first. This one down the first base line in fair territory. Destroyer aboard with leadoff single.
now batting, the left fielder, number
Here is Speedy Gonzalez. One of the linchpins of this Lumberjacks franchise. Him, Barco, and Callens, all OGs for this Lumberjack squad, with that S4 ring on their fingers. And he will draw a walk, so 2 aboard already here for Speedy. Or 2 aboard now with Speedy for Denver Brainstorm. Really bad swing there by Brainstorm, makes it a 1-1 count. Asiago, just all kinds of bad. 4 walks, 3 hits, 1 inning of work. And that's going to be another walk to load the bases for the dangerous Tank Tygo. They're leaving Asiago out there to just die. 1-1 to Tank Tygo. Oh, line to Crew Hart, who is playing in, and he snags it for out number 1. The Walkers kick out of the inning with a Dragon special. Never mind, he beans Dreams. Bruised shoulder for Dreams. I don't think that's anything, but we'll double check. And then Callens gets rung up. Dreams has 2 RBIs with no plate appearance. No, yeah, he does have a plate appearance because that was the error. The bases are still loaded. I am just getting all kinds of confused. And that one's into right, and Pierre makes the catch for round number 3. The Lumberjacks only able to plate 1 with the bases loaded and nobody out. We go to the top of the 3rd, still 4-2. That's okay, Squared. Hummus, do you want to pop in after this game? As Pierre with his 2nd base hit. Brings up Crew Hart. Popped up 3rd base side. Callens is under it and fields it for out number 1. Here's Severus Chernley. No longer the most recent cycle holder, as Gramps Elderberry hit for the cycle last week. That one's a dribbler in front of the plate, and that is an easy 2nd out. Runner advances. Here is Eddie Ortiz. It is 1 swing baseball still, though, despite the wackiness here early. But that's back to Heimerdinger. Easy play for round number 3, and we go bottom 4. Still 4-2. So Right Dreams is night, which is just funny. A bruised shoulder, which I'll try and find the rule book. Pretty sure he's fine. I'm pretty sure the bruises are like just in the game, as that one is into the left field corner, and that will be a leadoff double. And that will do it for Asiago. In comes Raleigh Fingus, the former Lumberjack. And he starts things off with a hit by pitch to Chris Luzon. And we're 1 pitch away from a team mojo down. The manager's about to come out of the dugout for the Lumberjacks. They are not happy with the Walkers right now. And especially with it being the former Lumberjack hitting his former team into the gap. This one goes Destroyer. Can't get that one down. Morgoon tracks it down for number 1. Injuries. General soreness, nasty, sensitive, sore. Oh. A bruised shoulder actually is a tier 1 injury, but I will note that Wreck Dreams is still in the game, so if he stays in the game, he won't suffer any time missed. So we'll actually keep that in mind. A bruised shoulder is a tier 1 injury, so he needs to stay in for the rest of the game to prevent missing time. So we've got runners at the corners now for Denver Brainstorm with 2 outs. That one's fouled back. Full count. Runners are trying to go. And strike 3 right down Broadway. And to the 4th we go. Still 2-4. Still a close game despite everything that's happened. It's been weird. Okay, Denver Brainstorm. That would have been really bad if he got injured off that dive that was for absolutely no reason. As Wackett with his second base hit. Dinklage Morgoon ahead in the count 2-0. Now's that one back 2-1. That one's through the right side of the infield. Morgoon is aboard. So the Walkers with a chance here. 2 on, nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Here comes Bob Elf. Let's take a look at the stats. Ooh, they're not good for Elf. A 147 average this season. Only 5 hits on to his name. 5 for 34. And struck out 11 times. But, oh, Gene Dream with a diving stop. Flips it to Heimerdinger in time. A big first out there. But runners do advance 90 feet, both in scoring position. And here is Milo Dakota. Anything in play could probably score a run. And that one is fair! It's right on the line! The bases will clear! Speedy Gonzalez can't handle it. And it's a double for Milo Dakota. Popped it right on the line, and it's a 4-4 ball game. And that will do it for Heimerdinger. In comes Pete Nokia to try and clean things up here in the top of the 4th. Walkers with a runner in scoring position, only 1 out, a chance to retake the lead, and they will, into the gap, rolling to the wall, runner headed home. It's 5-4 Walkers. Ryan T. Hill with an RBI double. And it's George Pierre to the plate, 2 for 2 today. Two and 2 the count. And that one is to Dream. He flipped it to Nokia in time for round number 2, but runner will advance 90 feet. Running just posted a clip from YouTube. How do you clip YouTube? How do you clip YouTube? And that one's to Callens. Callens in time for round number 3. The Lumberjacks get out of the inning, but 3 runs for the Walkers. Gives them the lead 5-4 here going into the bottom of the 4th inning. This game is already long. And we're not even halfway through Raleigh Fingus to start things off here. Full count to Tank Tygo. And Tygo with a shot into center field. Back it goes, and the game is tied once again. Tank Tygo with a moonshot into dead center field, 465 feet. And it's 5-5. No love lost between Tank Tygo and Raleigh Fingus. The Lumberjacks brass is tilted because there have been 2 hit by pitches. One of them, this gentleman here, Wreck Dreams, who has a bruised shoulder, needs to stay in the game to avoid going on the injury list as he grounds out to short there. One out now in the bottom of the 4th here. Shelby Callens, who kind of floats this one to Crew Hart for out number 2. And here is Phil Bartko Jr. Ugly swing and a miss there from Bartko. Doesn't swing on the curveball. 1-2. Swing and a miss! Fingus rings him up there, and we go to the top of the 5th, tied 5-5. Just a bizarre game all the way around. And he gets rung up there. Nokia with his first strike. I wonder if you could only clip things that were like premieres or something. Or I wonder if that's a setting that Josh has turned on or something. Because I didn't know you could clip YouTube like that. It's cool. 2-1 the count to former Bomber Eddie Ortiz. 3-1 now. Swing and a miss there. 3-2. Hard hit ball, but grounded to Dream, who takes it himself for round number 2. And up comes Wingspan Wackett. 2 for 2 today. Huh. Guess I haven't paid attention, as that's a swing and a miss. Nokia with a couple of strikeouts there to send us to the bottom of the 5th. Still 5-all here, 7-8-9 to up for the Lumberjacks, as they're trying to avoid the upset here. Fingus, 2 innings pitched. The home run given up to Tank Tygo. 3 strikeouts and make it a 4th. It's something they just rolled out today then. Oh dear, that one was a bad pitch. That's a 4-pitch walk drawn by Luzon. He'll be aboard now. Here's Kodiak Destroyer. Was leadoff hitter for the Lumberjacks early in the season. Has been sent down to the number 9 spot as Vale Tamayo comes in to pitch. Fouled off. 1-2 the count to Destroyer. And swing and a miss. Destroyer gets rung up there. And back to the top of the order, Speedy Gonzalez. 0 for 1 with 2 walks today. And he puts one into left field. That's going to get to the wall. Runners headed for 3rd. Chernley up with it. And the runner's going to stay put at 3rd. Gonzalez with the double, putting 2 in scoring position now for Denver Brainstorm. 1 for 2 today. A chance for the Lumberjacks to retake the lead here with a base hit. 1-1 count to Brainstorm. Hits it hard, but grounds it to Dakota. Dakota in time to whack it for round number 3, and the side is retired. We now go to the top of the 6th, still tied at 5 apiece. 8-9-1, do it for the Walkers. Oh! Bunt goes foul. And this one is skied into right. Bartko is there. He makes the snag for round number 1. Mr. Bob Elf to the plate. And Elf will put this one down into right. And Bartko cuts it off before it's extra bases for Elf. Put a 1-out single. Brings us back to the top of the order. Milo Dakota. A 2-run double. The last time he was up, that gave the Walkers the 5-4 lead. But they have since relinquished thanks to Tank Tygo. Oh! Well, okay. I guess that one hot before it got to Dream. And they still turned the Dragon Special. I was just more expecting that to be like an instant Dragon Special as opposed to a flip around Dragon Special. Tank Tygo to lead things off with a base hit over the head of Ryan T. Hill at third. And an eye on Wreck Dreams here. He stays in the game and is still a monster despite his ailment. Oh, and that one's deep into right. Doesn't have enough to get over. And it's gone. Wreck Dreams with the bruised shoulder. Puts it over the fence and puts the Lumberjacks on top. 7-5. 2-run home run. Right field with injury. Have a day, Wreck Dreams. 4 RBIs on the day. Tamayo now tense. I think it, whoa, man, that slider definitely slid. High fly ball, but this one's going to stay in the park, I think. Oh, well, it stayed in the park, but it kept going, and that's going to be a triple for Phil Bartko. That one just kind of kept going and going and going. I thought that was more of a pop-out. But it finds the fence, and Phil Bartko finds third base. And Gene Dream finds the outfield grass that will score Bartko. And the Lumberjacks now have a 3-run lead. And that's a base hit for Luzon. I think it's more like Winter Soldier arm, vibranium arm dreams. Doesn't really roll off the tongue. Grounded to short. Hart to Dakota. Dakota not. Oh, it is in time. Dakota guns down the speedy. Not Bartko. It was Destroyer to turn the Dragon Special in the inning. Continues to the top of the 7th. But the Lumberjacks with an 8-5 lead. Yes, Luzon got hit, and Wreck Dreams, of course. Ooh, hard hit ball by Ryan T. Hill, but foul. 2-2 the count. Nokios, probably final batter of the evening. And that's up the middle. Base hit for Hill. Bringing up George Pierre. And in comes Sir Alex Einstein. Two and two the count to George Pierre. Swing and a miss. And here comes Crew Hart. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 to him. 1-2 the count. Round to the third. Callens goes to second. And goes to first for the Dragon Special. And we go to the bottom of the 7th. time to stretch. Be sure to join our Discord as we finish off Season 8 regular season play, as that one is gobbled up by Jadinklage Morgoon, round number 1. And that one's taken by Chernley. All of the Lumberjacks recording base hits so far in this one. And a similar story for the Walkers, apart from poor old Eddie Ortiz. Full count to Tank Taiga, who's had himself a day. But grounds this one to Dakota for a 1-2-3 inning for Tamayo, and we'll go to the top of the 8th. 3-run game, 5, 6, 7 do it for the Walkers here. Grounded to third, Callens, the throw in time for out number 1. And here is the aforementioned Ortiz with the 0 for 3 day. And it's going to go to 0 for 4. Rounding out third to first. And here comes Wingspan to whack it. But Wackett puts another one into play and gets his third base hit of the game.
The center fielder, number 78.
Chance for a 2-out rally now. Here's Jadinklage Morgoon. Foul. Oh my gosh, that one was already in the dirt, in Tank Taigo's glove, and then Morgoon decided to swing. And that ends the inning. To the bottom of the 8th we go. And the last chance for Rec Dreams to get pulled. And if honestly you want this to either be a home run or a strikeout, you don't want him on the base paths for a potential pinch runner. Just get him out. Well, he decides to single. We'll see what happens. He's still plenty fast. And Tamayo is gone. In comes Grubbs, and Dreams is still on the base pass and might get clear of it as that one's into the gap. He's headed for third. George Pierre is up with it. He's rounding third, headed for home, and he is safe, and he is safe. No IL trip for Dreams, as he is going to be okay. It's another RBI double for Callan. She has 3 RBIs on the day. That's a 4-run lead for the Lumberjacks. Broken bat on that one. Wackett catches it for number 1, bringing up Gene Dream. One and 2 the count now. Swing and a miss. Grubbs with the strikeout. 5, 6, 7, 8 strikeouts today for Walker's pitching, compared to only 6 by my tally for the Lumberjacks. (3-1) to Luzon, who is locked in. Ugly swing and a miss there, though. But will draw the walk. back to Grubbs. In time at first round number 3. And the Walkers will need 4 to try and to extend this one. Elf, Dakota, and Hill do up.
Number 58.
Einstein staying in the game. Try and finish this one up. 0-2 to Bob Elf. Swing and a miss there. Throw him down to first round number 1.
Now batting the
Here's Milo Dakota.
number 15.
Specialist trait. Active for Sir Alex. Popped up left field. This could be in play for Speedy. He's under it and makes the catch for round number 2. And the hopes and dreams of the Walkers lay in the hands of Ryan T. Hill now. 1-1 the count. Locked in is Einstein. And this one is into the gap in left center. Hill will have another double. Hill having a pretty nice day. 2 doubles, a single, and an RBI. Which brings up George Pierre. Oh, and it's off the glove of Callan. She was having a pretty clean fielding day. But that one gets off her glove, and everyone is safe, and a run does come to score. Pierre with his 3rd base hit and also getting an RBI. Still a 3-1 lead for the Lumberjacks. Crew Hart at the plate. Tying run is on deck. Down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss. Einstein finishes the job, and the Lumberjacks take the win 6-9. Walkers do out-hit the Lumberjacks 14-13, but is the Lumberjacks ahead in the most important category? I have all the hits. 3 hits for Hill and Pierre and Wackett. And everyone getting a base hit for the Lumberjacks. Home runs for Tank and Wreck Dreams while injured. 4 RBIs for him, 3 from Callens. So whatever the managers for the Lumberjacks got cooking is working nicely with the lineup shift. Loss goes to Tamayo, 4 earned through 2 2/3. Nokia with the win. And Einstein with the 3-inning save. Game of the night, a big one in the Epic Phenoms. The second showing of the Serpents and the High Rollers coming up right after this. And a message from our sponsor, Turtle Beach. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch.
Yeah, they just wanna see me in the grave. Come out the law in the rave. Oh no, I can't wait. To the play. Gotta go for his, cause you know I can't play. We gon' win it no matter what the shirt. Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt. I was down below the commas. I put dollars on my head like I don't wanna. Yeah, I'm proud of what I did. I'm on.
Hey, what are you doing?
Practicing. I'm shooting a commercial for Turtle Beach.
Yeah, but we're gonna hop on right now.
I bet.
Got the stick, we gon' bring it out the shirt.
You're just going to watch as I set up this next game. High Rollers are the home team. What mode are you? Okay, the Serpents with a new order. Olsen, Hearts. Bob Wake goes down to 8th. Archuch up to 3rd. Zaw. Apple. Walker. Morrison. Way. Briggs. Rimiru Neofumi. Pound. Okay. Of Mars. The injury brings in I need to make a change. In the team pack, I did not send what's his face down, so you will get a between screen. We'll be right back.
Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind, can't shape the lights. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. I want it all, just for the night. I live it out like I'll never die. I lose my head in the starry skies. Can't tame me down, I feel so alive. Back down, only one way out. I let you run my life. Now you won't get me down. Untamed, guess I lost my mind. You turned me inside out. No one can stop me now. So turn up the light. Turn up the light. This is what I want.
Alright, the issue has been fixed, and we're off to Red Rock for the High Rollers and the Serpents. An absolutely huge game in the Epic Phenoms. The High Rollers currently ahead by half a game. They're at 9-4 on the season. Serpents 8-4. If the Serpents want to stay in the race for the division, I feel like they must take a win here. And speaking of here, as No Hummus has so graciously demonstrated here for the SSBL Game of the Night, as Dub Mars start things off with a strikeout, type here in all caps to be entered into a drawing for a giveaway of a Turtle Beach headset. They'll be given away on Jacked, our podcast that appears on YouTube as Kari Hearts goes into center field. Deep it goes, and it's going to be off the top of the wall, and it's going to be a one-out double for Kari Hearts. H-E-R-E in all caps in the chat for the drawing. So a runner aboard with only one out now. So Serpents, and that's caught by Becky Foe. So High Rollers.
The first baseman, number 5.
Serpents. High Rollers. And that one's a dribbler in front of the plate, and Beltron gets it down to first in time to finish the inning. No damage done with the one-out double. We'll go to the bottom half. Lasers, I hope everything's okay. I don't believe anyone else has ever watched the stream while in the hospital. And Kawashi, I see the high rollers. Off topic, but the more I see the high rollers, the more I want a Vegas base park. Yeah, that would be fun. Like a lot of neon in the background, flashing lights, kind of like the light bulbs and stuff. Nice cover by Rimuru, flipping that to Pete Zoff, round number 1. This one into center field, tracking that one is Yeti Olsen. He gets there in time for round number 2. The Serpents took the first game of the series much earlier in the year, a 1-0 pitchers duel. Looking to take the season series here, but Max Range with a single up the middle extends the first inning. Elder is here, as well as no Hummus. Let's take a look on the stats for Rimuru Neofumi. 10 earned runs through 17 innings pitched. A 5.29 ERA, not fantastic, but a 1.29 whip, 18 hits, 4 walks, 16 strikeouts, has only surrendered 1 home run. Seems like a bit of bad luck, as that's not an awful whip. Swing and a miss. He strikes out Blind Dolly to retire the inning, and we go to the second inning, still 0-0. Here in the SSBL Game of the Night, brought to you by Turtle Beach. Caramel Apple to lead things off here. Dub Mars, on the other hand, a fantastic season he's having. 4 earned through 17 and 2/3, a 2.04 ERA as Apples gets the leadoff single. 12 hits, 3 walks, a .85 whip for Mars. 19 strikeouts, has not surrendered a home run this year. So it's going to be an uphill climb if the Serpents want to win this one, as Mars has had a great season, as this pitching staff for the High Rollers has had. It's been absolutely fantastic for the High Rollers, as they are third best in the league in ERA, sitting at 2.75. And that one's up the middle, so 2 aboard now for the High Rollers. Walker and Apple with base hits. And 7th best in the league with a 1.167 whip. Only 7 home runs given up as a team. A 7.83 strikeouts per 9 ratio, which is a little bit lower, all things considered. That is 18th in the league. Swing and a miss. Mars gets a big first out there, striking out Morrison. And here is Zimbabwe, sent down in the lineup for some reason, despite being a solid bat for the Serpents. Desperately trying to get the steal, and they get caught. Apple gets thrown out at third, and just like that, 2 outs now. And that's up the middle. A diving attempt by King comes up empty. The runner's rounding third, headed from the throw from is cut off by Range, and the Serpents take the lead. So Zimbabwe with an RBI single, but what could have been, as that could have been 2 runs instead of just 1, but the Serpents got greedy, but they do take the early lead. A slow roller, ranges his way over and back for out number 3, but the Serpents strike first. 1-0 going into the bottom of the second. Here comes Colton King in for the injured Wally Woolley. Dislocated his shoulder in the game against the Sparrows on Super Saturday. He'll be out until the second week of the playoffs, so that's a big loss for this High Roller squad. Oh, and King gets rung up there, the second strikeout for Neofumi, but the High Rollers were a resilient bunch last season. Were able to survive without Ollie for a stint or 2 in the playoffs last year, so they'll have to do it once again. As an 0-2 count rolls around for Kip Armhorn, as he singles up the middle. Armhorn replacing the struggling Chicken Tinda in the DH spot, as Tinda has not had a fantastic season in the slightest. Tinda hitting only 160, so they figured giving Kip Armhorn a shot at it, and up comes Carlita Beltran. 1 on, 1 out, and that one is going to be through the right side of the infield. Morrison couldn't catch up to that one in time, and 2 aboard now for the High Rollers with only 1 out. And here comes Jarius G. Baby Evans.
Nope, that's high.
A 1-1 count here to Evans early.
Nope, that's low.
That one's low, 2-1. 3-1, danger of walking the bases loaded here. Swing and a miss from Evans, full count. Swing and a miss! Ball forward, but Neofumi gets the strikeout swinging. 2 away now, and here is Rocket Rodriguez. 1-1 count now to Rodriguez. He grounds this one to short. Hart backhands it. The throw is in time for out number 3, and the Serpents get out of the jam with the lead intact going to the top of the 3rd. It's the top of the order due up for the Serpents.
Number 7.
Dub Mars throwing his 30th pitch here. I think is a bit ahead of Neofumi in that regard. And that's going to be a leadoff walk to Olsen. A inauspicious start from Dub Mars, as he's already allowed 5 base runners in just 2 innings so far. And that's up the middle. That's another base hit for Harts. Runners are going to go to 3rd, so runners at the corners for the Serpents. A chance for more here. And here is Big McLarchuge. McLarchuge having a very weird season where it's either a home run or dud. Very Joey Gallo season. He hit, I think, 2 home runs in the game against the Mythic as he strikes out there. Don't know exactly why he got moved up in the lineup, as that's a big first out. Keith Zaw at the plate. Now Dragon Special can end the inning for the High Rollers, as Zaw falls behind 0-2, lays off the pitch inside, 1-2. Popped into left field, but Colton King tracks it down for out number 2. A big play there by Colton King, not letting that one go over his head. And here is Caramel Apple. A big at-bat for her. And she knocking another run for her team. 1-2 the count. Another one fouled back. 46 pitches now on Mars. Inside 2-2. Another one fouled off. Apple working for it here. Up the middle, a slow roller. King up with it. The throw is in time for out number 3. The Serpents get runners at the corners. Nobody out and cannot score. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Top of the order do it for the High Rollers now. Neofumi, 2 innings so far. 3 hits, 3 Ks. Second time through the lineup. Ahead 0-2 to Mary Stone. Swing and a miss! The 4th K for Fumi. This one is kind of the Texas Park to me, Kawashi, because, I mean, you know, you've got the Arizona, New Mexico, Grand Canyon-y vibes, but I still feel like, you know, hot, arid, the truck in center field, and that's back-to-back strikeouts. 5 for Fumi. And here is Max Range. That's 3-0 to Max Range, though. Oh, ball 4, but Range dribbles it back to the mound for out number 3, and we go to the top of the 4th. Still 1-0. These teams love these 1-0 games against each other. 6, 7, 8 to up in the order for the Serpents. Seeing if they could chase Mars early to get into the bullpen, which they would most likely face Tipsy Reynolds first, but get beyond her. It's most likely the game plan. Swing and a miss. Mars with his 4th K.
The second baseman, number 17.
This is a high fly ball deep into center field, but the park is going to eat that one up as Rodriguez makes the catch in front of the track for round number 2.
Designated hitter, number 13.
And here is Zimbabwe, who has the lone RBI in the game. 1-1 the count. This one to Foe. Foe up in time for round number 3. A 1-2-3 inning for Dub Mars. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. Ollie King and Armhorn due up for the Rollers.
The third baseman, number 40.
Blind Ollie 0 for 1. Fumi locked in.
That's high.
Clean inning last time with a pair of strikeouts. Gets her that mojo boost. Blind Ollie working hard here. Drawing a full count. But popped up. Foul territory. Pete Zaw in the coach's box. Making the catch for round number 1. Which brings up Colton King. King, despite not being a starter to begin the season, has had plenty of plate appearances, but will pop this one out into left before I can read off his stats for round number 2. And here comes Kip Armhorn. 1 for 1 this season, or this day. Fouled off. Grounded to second. Morrison in time for round number 3. And we go to the top of the 5th. Still 1-0. 9, 1 and 2 do it for the Serpents here.
The right fielder, number 12.
Ooh, nasty curveball in there for a strike. Oh, a deep fly ball. This one's heading for the canyon. Does it have enough? Jerry Briggs finds the Grand Canyon, a solo home run. And the Serpents now lead 2-0. 409 feet.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 7.
Ball inside.
1-2 the count to Olsen. Olsen pops this one up a mile high into center field. Rocket Rodriguez is there and will make the catch for round number 1. Bringing up Kari Hartz, who's having a nice day. 2 for 2. Rounder to third, Ollie in time for round number 2. The Vegas team I made, I ended up putting them in the Swagger Center. The one with the big, tall, short right field wall. That's only like $2.99. Score panel is wrong. Oh, ha. I've been giving the runs to the wrong team.
The catcher, number 36.
Steve Wright. Although.
Anyways, bottom 5th, a locked-in Beltron versus a locked-in Fumi. And swing and a miss. Fumi wins the battle there for strikeout number 6. I had a Vegas team and I put them in Swagger Center. One and 2 the count now to G Baby Evans. Fouls that one back. 2-2. This one is going to be down into right center, but cut off nicely by Briggs to prevent extra bases. Limits it to a single for Evans. Just the 4th hit for the High Rollers in this one. All of them have been singles. Bucket Rodriguez up to the plate now with 1 aboard. The arm on Big McLarchuch is pretty strong, but Evans is slightly faster, so it'd be a close play. Oh, but it's back to bound, but Fumi can't handle it. Charging in his hearts, and everyone is safe. Mark that one down. That could be a huge play. That would have been a Dragon special to end the inning, but it goes off Fumi's glove, and everyone is safe, and it's 2 aboard now for the High Rollers, but it's an 0-2 count to an 0-2 Mary Stone. A big moment here halfway through this game. Neofumi checking the runner at second, very concerned about the speed of Evans. This one's fouled off, 1-2 the count to Stone. Inside, 2-2. Swing and a miss! A huge strikeout for Neofumi there. 2 away now, and here is the dangerous Becky Foe. One swing of that could put the High Rollers on top here. But this one's lined to Walker for out number 3. The High Rollers leave a pair stranded as we go to the top of the 6th.
Now back, the first baseman, number 5.
Dub Mars taking the mound here to start off the 6th inning. About to throw his 70th pitch now to Pete Zaw. Fouls it off, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Count is full. And Zaw will lead things off with a walk here. Caramel Apple to the plate. Mars staying in there. Wonder how much longer his leash will be as Apple with her second base hit of the game. The Serpents again with 2 aboard, nobody out. Can they come through here? Wonder if we'll see Reynolds anytime soon, and we will. There goes Mars. In comes Reynolds. Tipsy Reynolds having a fantastic season. Is a big part of why this High Roller team is doing as well as they are. 25 2/3 innings pitch, only 4 earned runs on the season, a 1.4 ERA and a 1.17 whip. 25 hits, 5 walks, 23 strikeouts, and no home run surrendered. This one into center. That one's going to get down and 1 hop off the wall. 1 run's going to score. Another one headed to third. Rounding third, headed to home. And the Serpents have scored another 2. Alfred Walker. Yes, Alfred Walker with a 2-run RBI double. And this one down in the center, that could score another one. The throw from Rodriguez is going to be not in time. Morrison with an RBI single. I have cursed Tipsy Reynolds. And just like that, the Serpents lead 5-0. I'm still about to put the runs in the wrong spot. Still nobody out here in the top of the 6th as that one is fouled off. Two and 2 the count to Zimbabwe. Tough out activated. And swing and a miss. Tipsy finally gets an out there. Bringing up Jerry Briggs.
Off the plate.
1-1 to Jerry Briggs. That one misses as well. Finds his own. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Reynolds.
The center fielder, number 7.
2 away now. Yeti Olsen at the plate. Reynolds tense after giving up a couple of hits to start things off, but have battled back with a pair of strikeouts. This one's going to be popped up into left field. Mary Stone will be under it, and she will make the catch for round number 3, but the Serpents put up 3 in the top of the 6th. Now lead 5-0 going into the bottom half of the 6th inning. 3-4-5 due up for the High Rollers. Rimuru to start off the 6th inning, but at 81 pitches locked in. She's done well, but the pitch count has kind of eaten her up a bit. We'll see how much longer she has left in the tank. A 2-1 count to max range. And Range puts one into center field, a leadoff base hit for the High Rollers, his second hit of the day. High Rollers still looking for an extra base hit for the first time, though. Blind Ollie 0 for 2 so far. Just some nasty pitches coming off of Fumi. And ahead in count 0-2. Ollie spoils that one, fouls it off. Hard hit ball, Alfred Walker scoops it to first for 1. The Dragon Specialist turned a huge double play for the Serpents as they go around the horn. Rounder left side, Hearts with the diving stop, but the throw is not going to be in time. A good attempt, though, almost got the runner, but he was too fast. Colton King aboard, and that will do it for Neofumi. Can't get out of the 6. In comes Pamela Green. Facing off now against Kip Armhorn, the new DH, and he grounds it to Pete Zaw. Steps on the bag for out number 3, and the side is retired. We now go to the top of the 7th inning. Serpents leading 5-0. Kari Hearts to lead things off here against Tipsy Reynolds. Still tense to start off the inning. Through 25 pitches to get out of that inning. So the Serpents more than doing their job. And that one's going to be through. Hearts with her 3rd hit of the day, 2 singles and a double. Hearts really starting to heat up here at the end of the season. Commissioner talking about the injury to Wally Woolley. The High Rollers could be feeling its negative impact here on the team. But Wally Woolley can do nothing about Tipsy Reynolds not throwing strikes, as that's going to be a 4-pitch walk to Big McLarchuge, and the Serpents have 2 aboard again.
Steve Wright.
1-1 count to Pete Zaw, 0 for 2 with a walk so far. And he's potentially going to bomber specialist one, a sliding Jarius Evans, and he's going to throw back for the double play to first. They can't get the triple play, but holy cow. Evans with a stellar play to get 2 outs. A hair's breadth away from a triple. But they'll get out of the inning here with a pop fly into right center. Rodriguez making the catch for out number 3. Wow, bottom of the 7th we go. Time to stretch. Why does the word stretch give me so many problems? Be sure to join our Discord. Oh, and this one's into right. Doesn't have enough to go over the short porch. Oh, Briggs! Briggs catches up with it. Holy cow, the right fielders making some plays here in the 7th inning. And here is Evans, absolutely made some stellar plays to keep it a 5-run game, and has a 3-2 count. Swing and a miss. He gets rung up, though. Green with her first K. And that'll bring up Rocket Rodriguez.
That's high.
2-1 to Rodriguez. 2-2. This one into left, tracking that one is Apple. That's going to be overhead off the base of the wall. Rodriguez has the first extra base hit for the High Rollers, a 2-out double to continue the bottom of the 7th. Up comes Mary Stone, a tense 0 for 3. Can she break out of a bit of a slump here to get the High Rollers on the board? A base hit desperately needed by the squad here. And that's going to be through the left side of the infield. It's going to roll into the outfield. Caramel Apple, the throw home, cut off by Walker. And it's going to be an RBI single for Mary Stone. The High Rollers are on the board. Becky Foe on the first pitch he sees pops into left. Easy play for Apple, which will retire the side. The High Rollers do get up on the board, though, make it a 5-1 ball game going into the final 2 frames. Grounded to third. Blind Ollie with the backhand. The throw in time for round number 1.
The second baseman, number 17.
That's inside.
Orson into right. Tracking back is Evans, but it's going to die at the track for out number 2. Allowed second out there. And here comes Zimbabwe, and out goes Tipsy Reynolds. In comes yellow or green. Former Lumberjack, I believe. Making her first appearance for the High Rollers. Don't know what the exchange of assets was, but Orgreen will get the ground out to send us to the bottom of the 8th. A 4-run game with 6 outs left to go for the High Rollers. Range, Ollie, and King do up.
First baseman, number 89.
First pitch swinging, Range with his third base hit of the game. Brings up Blind Ollie, 0 for 3 intense. And he will bomber special that one into center field. High Rollers with 2 aboard, nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. An opportunity knocks for the High Rollers. Colton King at the plate. Replacement for the injured Wally Woolley fouls off the first pitch. It's 1 for 3 today. Fouling that one off, 1-2. Fouling off another, making Pamela Green work for it. Up to 28 pitches in an inning and a third. That's going to be into the gap. That's going to roll to the wall. That could be 1. It could be 2. Apple up with it. The throw is going to be into play close enough where the runner's going to stay at third, but King with an RBI single.
The designated hitter, now pitching.
And that will do it for Green. In comes Hank Murphy. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th. Both runners in scoring position. It's one swing baseball. This one into center field. Tracking one is Olsen. He makes the snag for out number 1. Another huge sliding outfield play. A little bit more aware base running, though, by the High Rollers. They don't get doubled up there. But still, nonetheless, this one to Walker, who's going to get the runner going to third in a rundown. Ollie's going to get picked off here for a big second out. A lot just happened in 5 nanoseconds, and Evans is going to get pulled in favor of Chicken Tinda. Can Tinda prove to be any better of a hitter, coming off as a pinch hitter instead of as the DH? He's already behind 0-2 to Hank Murphy. Slider runs inside 1-2. Popped up into left field. Dangerous placement, but Apple able to track it down for out number 3. And the Serpents get out of a huge jam, only surrendering 1 run. It remains a 3-run lead going into the 9th inning. 5-2, a bunch of replacements. Stone in right, Tinda in left, as Orgreen takes the mound for the 9th. Full count to Jerry Briggs with a home run on the day. So swings that one over his head for a strikeout. Out number 1 for the top of the 9th. Orgreen with her first K. Brings up Yeti Olsen. 0 for 3 today. Tim Zaw and McLarchuge with nothing much of note so far. 2-1 the count. 3-1. And that will be a walk for Olsen, his second walk drawn of the day. Bringing up a dangerous Kari Hartz, 3 for 4 on the day, has had a spectacular day at the plate. Can she get some insurance for her team here? It's a first pitch strike on the curveball. Oh, pops it up third base side. Ugly pitch to swing on. And Ollie says, thank you very much for round number 2. And here is Big McLarchuge, 0 for 3 in the walk. Lineup change not proving positive for McLarchuge today, as his season-long woes have continued. Swings to that one, 1-1. Checks on the runner back in time. Noah Green will do it once again. A hard hit ball, but right to King for out number 3. And to the bottom of the 9th we go. It's a 3-run game. 9-1-2, do it for the High Rollers. If you remember going back to last season, the Serpents and the High Rollers played early in the season, and they only played once because they weren't in the same division then. And the High Rollers came back to win it on a walk-off grand slam. And a grand slam would do it here as well. And a runner aboard Rodriguez with his 3rd hit of the day, his 2nd single, which brings up Mary Stone. 1-1 the count to Stone. Tying run is on deck, but that's a grounder to Morrison. Morrison to Hartz. Hartz to Pizza for a Dragon special. And Becky Foe is the last hope for the High Rollers. And Foe into right, tracking one is Briggs, and Briggs makes the catch for round number 3, and the Serpents sweep the High Rollers, and the Epic Phenoms gets all the more convoluted. The Serpents sweep the High Rollers, the High Rollers sweep the Bombers, but the Bombers sweep the Serpents. Serpents get out hit but win the game 5-2. 3 hits for Kari Hartz, a pair from Apple and Walker. A home run from Briggs. 3 hits from Max Range and a pair from Colton King, and 3 for Rocket Rodriguez. Probably one of the better games he's put up in his young career. Let me do a quick tally. 2, 3, 6, 7, 9. And speaking of the Epic Phenoms, game number 4. Bombers and Angels coming up right after this. Neofumi with the win. Excellent pitching for her. 7 strikeouts and 5 2/3, 7 hits. No earned and no walks. Pamela Green, 2 given up in an inning and a third. But Hank Murphy with a 6-out save, only giving up 1 hit. Dub Mars getting a loss, 4 earned through 5. 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, 7 hits, a home run. Tipsy Reynolds didn't have it tonight. Didn't have it, but still 1 earned through 2 2/3. 3 hits, 2 strikeouts, a walk, and Yellow or Green, the last 4 outs, a strikeout and a walk. MVP Rimuru Neofumi, followed by Alfred Walker and Rocket Rodriguez. Game number 4, Bombers and Angels coming up right after this. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the SSBL on Twitch.
Close your eyes, seek paradise. Won't change your mind. Can't shake the light. I'll take the chance and roll the dice. Just wanna feel the stars surround. The atmosphere never to come down.
I never took it off the game screen. Whoops. Final game of the night, Bombers and Angels. Oh, someone's been updating the scores. Bless whoever that is.
Number 52.
And here we go. Casapia Ducato on the mound against Unita Mans. Swinging a miss there, 1-2 to Emma Milstein. Angels 3-10, Bombers 8-4. Angels coming off a big lopsided win over the Mythic. Popped up, playable for Ducateau. And I'll be caught by out number 1. Isaac, why'd you say? You've been updated. Thank you. So a point that is made interesting now with the awkward sweeps. If the Phenoms ends in a 3-way tie, and the 3 teams are all 4-2, everyone sweeping the Sparrows, and then sweeps against getting swept and then sweeping, it would go down to run differential, which the Bombers now have. The High Rollers are a flat 0 run differential. The Bombers are +3, and the Serpents are still negative, I think. They are -3, so that could be big moving forward, but still long way to go. That's grounded to Britain, and that will be a 1-2-3 inning for Ducateau as we head to the bottom of the first. Iffy, Britain, and Rifleman do up for the Bombers here, facing off against Unita Mans. This one's into left, and Ken Iffy Jr. pockets one into the edge, and I believe he is also tied Amia and Duketown at 8 home runs. First pitch of the game into left field, and it's an early lead for the Bombers. That one line to Milstein for out number 1. Just found the absolute crevice there in left field. Hamish Rifleman with a 1-1 count. This is 2-1. This one is Bombers special into center. He'll be aboard. Mojo already down for Unita Mans. Here is Albert Pujols. Takes first pitch strike. That one's low, 1-1. Inside, check swing, 2-1. 3-1. Swing and a miss there. Count is full. And ball 4, and Pujols will draw a walk, which will bring up the returning Murph Kelly, coming back from a dislocated shoulder he suffered against the High Rollers 4 weeks ago. Runners going, the throw is in the dirt. Everyone is safe, both in scoring position now for Mr. Murph Kelly. Takes another one inside, 2-0. 3-0. I'm surprised they just put him aboard now, which they will. The bases will be loaded for Lexi Luther, and only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. That one finds his own, the slider nicely placed. This one is into the gap. That's going to be cut off by Wash Jotley, but 2 runs will score. Luther with a 2-run single. Makes it 3-0 Bombers. Here's Armstrong Hula, the catcher. 2 on, only 1 out. No. 3-1 the count for Hula. And that will be a walk. The bases will be reloaded now for Ferris Irons. Irons had himself a big day against the Cyclones. Hit 2 home runs in that game. This one's into right, popped up. May be deep enough for a tag. Runner is going to try. Bedell's got an okay arm. The throw is cut off by Longshanks, and the run will score, making it 4-0. RBI on the sac fly for Irons. Bombers have batted through now. Here's number 9 hitter Nick Hugh Jr. First pitch swing grounded to short. Milstein with the backhand throw is in time for out number 3. And the Siders are tied, but the Bombers put up 4 in the bottom of the first. Top of the second we go. The 4-5-6 do up for the Angels. And here is good old Tina Tygo an epic All-Star Game nominee at third base, the Forever Angel, one of the lone Season 1 players that are still starting caliber, but Pujols robbing her of a base hit there. Her counterpart at third base saying, not on my watch. Which brings up Donnie JT. Swing and miss there, 1-1 in the count. 1-2 now. Fouled off. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Ducato. And here comes Lawrence Longshanks. Once upon a time was a former Bomber. Don't think he ever got a call up to the big leagues for the Bombers. He was a Cherry Bomber with the Season 5 draft, and he goes deep into left, and he is gone! Lawrence Longshanks with a solo shot makes it 4-1. 367 feet into left field. I believe he was also of that S5 draft class, so hitting one off of his former teammate, former draft class member as well, bringing up Roger Bedell. 2-1 the count. Allen finds his own 2-2. Count is full. And strike 3 called. Ducato leaves him looking. And we go to the bottom of the second. 4-1 your score. Top of the order, 2 up for the Bombers. This just in from Fizek. Stingers and Unicorns just need the Serpents and the Bombers to each lose one more to clinch the first round bye. Kenife Jr. rolls one to the right side of the infield. Longshanks with the diving stop. Throws it in time for out number 1. A nice play there by Longshanks there at second. Longshanks, a former catcher, now playing second base here in the Angels organization. Believe he was in the Skulls organization before he came over to the Angels. Finding himself a nice spot. 2-1 to Graham Britton. Britton, another one to Longshanks. Easy play for him, 2 away. And here comes Hamish Rifleman. Rifleman ahead 2-0. Make it 3-0. And he will draw a 4-pitch walk to continue the bottom of the second to bring up Albert Pujols. Runner going. The throw is into center field, but Prentice backing the throw up. Rifleman won't go to third. Runner now in scoring position, a 2-0 count to Pujols. Low 3-0. And another 4-pitch walk, this one to Pujols, puts 2 aboard now. And here comes Murph Kelly once again. He drew a walk that loaded the bases in the first inning. Checks the swing there, pays off 2-0. Another one in the dirt, 3-0. I believe that's 12 straight balls from Unita Mans to load the bases. And here is Lexi Luther. She came through the last time with the bases loaded, scoring 2 off a base hit. Can she come through once again? Mans cannot find the zone. Finds it there, meatball, but Luther doesn't swing. That's up the middle. Luther comes through again, scoring 1. Another one rounding third, headed from home. A good throw by Milstein. Guns the runner at the plate, though. Pujols gets nabbed, but 1 run does come home to score. Luther with another RBI, getting her up to 3 on the day and 2 base hits. Only 1 gets plated. A solid throw by Prentice in center. She's got a nice arm. It's a 5-1 lead for the Bombers going into the third. Eight, 9-1 to up for the Angels. A 2-2 count to Ruby Green Dexterez. Slider misses inside. The count is full. This one into left. Tracking that one down is Hugh Jr. making the catch for round number 1. Here is Wash Jotley. First time we've seen him today. Swing and a miss there. And that one's in there. 0-2 the count. Swing and a miss. Ducateau rings up her third. Brings us back to the top of the order, and here is the Emma Milstein. I was going to say she was the one who threw out the runner, but she did not. That one is fair, just inside the bag. Milstein with a 2-out single, just out of the range of Pujols, which will bring us to Carol Henry. Henry also a bit of a journeywoman, I guess. Longtime Serpent, then traded to the Skulls, where I think she spent a little bit over a season before coming to the before coming to the Angels. 1-2 the count to Henry. Swing and a miss. Ducateau rings up a pair and sends us to the bottom of the third. 7-8-9 do it for the Bombers. And that will do it for You Need a Man's. In comes Dickie Vaughn. First pitch swinging, fouled back by Hula. That one's in there. Up the middle goes Hula. She has herself a leadoff single. Ferris Irons scored a run off a sacrifice fly into right. Fouls that one off. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss there. Let's see, Dickie Vaughn on the season. Swing and a miss. Vaughn gets the first strikeout for the Angels pitching staff. Vaughn, an actually bright spot for this Angels pitching rotation, pitching staff. 5 earned runs through 16 innings pitched, a 2.81 ERA and a 1.31 WHIP. 14 strikeouts to 3 walks, so a bit of a positive note for the Angels pitching-wise, as that's grounded to Longshanks, and that's going to be a 4-6-3 Dragon special to send us to the top of the fourth. Emily Prentice, Tina Tygo, and Donnie JT do it for the Angels here. Ducateau on the mound to start the fourth. Ducateau on the season. 4 earned runs through 13 1/3 innings, a 2.7 ERA. 17 hits, 8 walks for a 1.875 whip, 17 strikeouts, 1 home run surrendered. A diving stop by Pujols, the throw in time, a good play by him at third. Round number 1, here's Tina Tygo. 0 for 1 so far today. And Tina Tygo singles up the middle. Which brings up Donnie JT. Donnie JT, 4 for 36 on the season, a 111 average, struck out 13 times through week 9. Popped up, but that will get into the stands. Swing and a miss. Ducateau with strikeout number 5 as JT sits down. And here is the home run hitter, Lawrence Longshanks, put one into the left field stands the first time he was up. This one is into the stands as well, but third base side foul. 0-2 the count. Ooh, wild pitch there from Ducateau. Inside, 1-2. In the dirt, 2-2. Oh, checked his swing there, borderline, and it's a ball. Full count. And that one's nowhere close. Longshanks battles back from 0-2 to draw a walk to put 2 aboard now here for Roger Bedell. First walk issued by Ducateau. 3 hits, a walk, and earned run, 5 Ks through 3 2/3. About to throw 70 pitches though. Ooh, that one just misses, a 1-2 count. That one just misses as well, 2-2. There's the strike 3. Strikeout for Ducateau to end the inning as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Top of the order, do it for the Bombers here. Still in a 5-1 game.
Inside.
3-1 count here to Iffy from Vaughn. And this one's into right, and that one's going to get down in front of Bedell. Iffy with a leadoff single. which brings up Graham Britton 0 for 2 so far. P. Jr. along with Britton here, All-Star Game nominees. And if he a bit of a weird one, gets the getting votes at first. He spent time at both first and center field, so a bit awkward where to place him. Swinging 3-0, popped up in the foul territory, and I think that's going to get tracked down by Bedell, route number 1. Brings in a locked-in Hamish Rifleman. 1 for 1, a single, a walk. I believe he's stolen a base or 2 as well. 2-0. 3-0 to Rifleman. That one finds the zone, 3-1. But that one is inside, and Rifleman will walk for the second time today. 2 aboard here for Albert Pujols, who has drawn 2 walks of his own today. That one's low. That one's fouled back, 1-1. Inside, 2-1. This one's through the right side of the infield. That's a base hit. Runners headed for third, rounding third, headed for home. The throw won't be to home, and Pujols has himself an RBI single, makes it 6-1 Bombers. Runner goes first to third. Runners at the corners now for Murph Kelly, batting from the other side of the plate now, with the righty Dickie Vaughn in the game. Murph Kelly's also drawn 2 walks as well. 2-1 the count. Fouled off, 2-2 now the count. Oh, Murph Kelly! If it's fair, it's gone, and it's inside, and it's a 3-run shot. Welcome back, Murph Kelly! 426 feet into right field, and it's 9-1 Bombers. Dickie Vaughn now tense. And Lexi Luther into center field. And here you go, Fizek. As Luther goes 3 for 3, a solo shot into center field, 431. And the Bombers break into the double digits. And that will do it for Vaughn. In comes Walter Milon. 1-1 count now to Armstrong Hula. Singled and walked so far today. 2-2 the count. That one misses, full count. And that will be a walk drawn by Hula, her second of the game. Bringing up Ferris Irons. And Ferris Irons with a base hit into right. 2 on, only 1 out here. Brings up Nick Hugh Jr. 0 for 2 so far. Grounder up the middle, and this will be a Dragon special most likely. The second one of those he's hit into today to end the inning, but 5 runs for the Bombers. Makes it 10-1 going into the top of the 5th. 8-9-1 do it for them here. A locked-in Casapia Ducatos still on the mound, but the pitch count very high. No. 2-1. Slow grounder to Britton, who gets it to Kelly in time for round number 1. Kelly takes over first base, which sends Luther back to the DH spot. First pitch strike to Wash Jotley. Swings through that one, 0-2. Fouls that one off. And another. And what's one more? 6th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss! And thrown to first in time for out number 2. Make it 7 strikeouts now for Cassiopeia. And here comes the top of the order, Emma Milstein.
That's inside. Strike. Nope.
2-1 the count. Fouled off, 2-2. Swing and a miss! To the bottom of the fifth we go. 1, 2, 3, do it for the Bombers here. Walter Mellon on the mound, locked in Kenneth E. Jr.
Number 42.
Searching for the solo home run lead.
Outside.
2-1 the count. 3-1. Forkball misses. And this one into left. That one is going to be caught on the warning track for out number 1. Brings up Grand Britain 0 for 3 tonight.
Off the plate. Strike. Ball inside.
2-2 the count. Down the third base line, Tygo with the backhand. The throw is not in time. Britain with an infield single.
The right fielder. Number 89. Strike.
Here's Hamish Rifleman. A single and 2 walks so far today. Swing and miss there, 1-2. Fouled off. Fouled off again. And again. Popped up, but oh, it's over the head of Lawrence Longshanks, but the runner's going to get thrown out at second because the runner retreated. So that will go down as a fielder's choice. Poor Britain is caught doing the smart thing, a slow roller, and Lawrence Longshanks throws it to first in time for out number 3. The side is retired, and we go to the top of the 6th, still 10-1.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 44. Strike. Ball low.
1-1 account to Carol Henry. Popped up left field. Nick Hugh is under it, and will make the catch for number 1.
Now batting, the center fielder, number 30.
Emily Prentice 0 for 2 today. Has the nice outfield assist, gunning a run at home. Something to keep under your cap as a silver lining.
Ball inside.
2-2 account. Swing and a miss. Make it 9 Ks for Ducateau. And here is Tina Tygo. And that will do it for Ducateau. In comes Obi-Wan Mahomey. As Ducateau's pitch count was up there in the low 90s.
Ball high.
1-2 the count to Tygo. And that's a dribbler too short. Ferris irons the throw in time for out number 3. And to the bottom of the 6th we go. Kelly Luther and Armstrong Hula do it for the Bombers.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 38. No. Strike.
Belly 1 for 1 today with 2 walks. Had a 3-run home run last time at the plate. 1-2 the count from Walter Malone. Popped up into right center field, and it will be Bedell making the catch for number 1, which brings up Lexi Luther, who's 3 for 3 today. Having one of her better games of season 8. Her 2nd home run of the season, if my memory serves me correctly. Which it does. 1-2 the count. This one a floater too short, and Milstein backs her way into the outfield grass for round number 2. Brings up Armstrong Hula. Mellon doing a fairly good job, locked in through an inning and a third, or 2 innings and a third, excuse me. Only getting up 3 base runners, 2 hits and a walk. Another one floated too short, but this one out of the reach of Milstein, and Hula has herself another single. Inning will continue now for Ferris Irons. And a dribbler back to the mound. Mellon throws it to Henry in time for round number 3. And to the top of the 7th we go. 5, 6, 7 do it for the Angels here.
The catcher, number 29.
Connie JT for the 3rd time today. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss there, 1-2. Swing and a miss, Mahomey with his first strikeout.
The second baseman,
And here is Lawrence Longshanks, has been a busy man at second today. A lot of grounders coming his way and having a solo home run into left field. Longshanks up the middle, a diving stop by Irons. He gathers himself, the throw is in time. A nice play by Ferris Irons for out number 2.
number 4.
And here's the 10s over to Roger Bedell. Chops at the first one foul. That one's in there for strike 2. Swing and a miss. Mahomey with a pair of strikeouts, sending us to the bottom of the 7th inning. And it's time to stretch. Thank you all for tuning in for the final game here of day 1 of week 11 here of season 8 of the SSBL. You've got a few more weeks of regular season action before we head to the postseason to crown a Super Series champion. So be sure to join our Discord to make sure you get all of the XSBL action. And with that hit by Nick Hugh Jr., every Bomber has recorded a hit. And to the back of the top of the order we go, Ken Iffy Jr. Heading the count 2-1. A high fly ball into the deepest part of the park. And that will be caught by Watley at the track once again. Iffy Jr. wanted the home run lead, hit 2 pretty deep fly balls, but didn't have quite enough on them, as they both ended up about halfway on the warning track. Here's Graham Britton, 1 for 4 today. Reached on infield single, gets jammed here, pops it up right side of the field. I don't know why I said it like that, but caught by Longshanks for round number 2. And here is Hamish Rifleman. Lon running out of juice, but has done pretty well. A line shot to Tygo for round number 3. A nice snag by Tygo, still showing that she has the defensive prowess, even as a Season 1 player. Top of the 8th we go, Ruby Green Dexterez. Takes the first pitch strike. Mahomey locked in, 1 1/3, 2 strikeouts. Fouled back. Just runs a bit inside, 1-2. Broken bat dribbles back to the mound. Mahomey fields it to Kelly in time for round number 1. And here's a 10-0 for 2, Wash Jotley. First pitch outside, 100 miles an hour. That one misses as well. As does that one, 3-0 to Jotley. And he swings 3-0, pops it up into left center field. It'd be Iffy Jr. there to make the catch for round number 2. And here is the top of the order, Emma Milstein. 0-2 the count. Foul. Swing and a miss. The 3rd strikeout for Mahomey sends us to the bottom of the 8th. 4, 5, 6 do it for the Bombers here. A chance for the cherry on top. And that will do it for Milan. In comes Kristen Vell. Vell, a longtime Angel as well. 2-1 the count to Pujols. That one finds zone 2-2. Oh, strike 3 called. Vell freezes him for round number 1. Hard hit ball, but foul by Kelly. 1-1 the count. Popped up foul territory, should be playable by JT. And it is for round number 2. And here comes Lexi Luther. 2-0. 2-1 after the foul. And that's going to be through. Another hit for Luther. Her third single of the day, which brings up Armstrong Hula. That one gets by the catcher, and Luther will take second base. And that will be a walk drawn by Hula, which brings up Ferris Irons. 2 on, 2 out for the Bombers. Popped up left side, right side, and it's going to be caught by Bedell for round number 3. And we go to the top of the 9th. 2-3-4 do it for the Angels here.
The first baseman, number 44.
First pitch strike to Henry. That one misses. 1-1. Foul. 1-2. Swing and a miss. 4 strikeouts for Mahomey.
The center fielder, number 30.
Rounded to first. Kelly fields it. Steps to the back himself for round number 2. And here is Tina Tygo.
Number 23.
Takes first pitch strike.
Ball inside.
Inside. 1-1. That one is up the middle. Another base hit for Tina Tygo, her second of the day. Extends the game a little bit longer for the Angels. Brings up a tense 0-for-3 Donnie JT. And in comes Hot Yogurt to base run for Tygo. Swing and a miss there. 0-2 the count to Johnny JT. Oh, just missed the bottom of the zone there. 1-2. Swing and a miss. And that will do it. The Bombers take this one 10-1 over the Angels. Pretty much over from the word go. (10-1), 14-4. 2 hits from Tygo and the solo shot by Longshanks. 14 strikeouts by the Angels. A golden sombrero from JT, a sombrero for Bedell. 9 walks drawn by the Bombers, only 2 strikeouts. 3 walks for Hula and 2 for Rifleman, Pujols, and Kelly. Kelly with a home run. Luther with a home run. Iffy with a home run. Everyone with a hit. Pitching for the Angels, Mans 5-2, 5-1 in the third for Vaughn. Mellon closing the door pretty nicely, and Vel with 1 inning scoreless. Ducato 1 earned through 5 2/3, 9 strikeouts, a walk, an earned run, a home run. Obi 1 Mahomey, pretty much a clean sheet, 1 hit given up through 3 1/3, and 5 strikeouts of his own. MVP Lexi Luther, Murph Kelly, and Casapia Ducato. Well, that's going to do it for day number 1. I will be back on the call tomorrow for day number 2, a little bit later for start time, 7 p.m. Central for me, just so I can wrap things up nicely at work and get home. Actually, I'll be in the office tomorrow. But that's going to do it for day 1. I'll see y'all tomorrow, folks. Have a good night.